my fingers hurt.
Oh, well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. Anybody else's fingers hurt? I didn't think so.
Sir, could I trouble you for a glass of warm milk? It helps put me to sleep.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of...
Shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
Oh, dear.
All right, well, that's a little clip from Happy Gilmore, and that's Ben Stiller, in case you didn't recognize that clip. Pretty good movie there, and it's pretty funny. That is a scene that takes place of the place that he brings his grandma into the adult family home, I think it is, and he wants to get her out of there because his home got taken away by auction. So anyways, I thought that was a pretty funny clip because the guests I've got now are Jeff Hendrickx and Jenny Hendrickx, owners of Cherished Acres Estates, residential senior care homes out in the Enumclaw, Auburn area. It's actually out in the country. It's unbelievable. They've got these homes, 3 separate homes, like big rambler homes. On each one has its own separate acreage. We'll find out how much it is. I can't remember, but I've actually been out to their homes, and all I know is I wished I'd met you two prior to about 10 years ago now, I guess. My grandpa was in the position. He passed away when he was 97, but when he was about 95, he kind of started going downhill a little bit, and we needed to find a place for him. And he ended up going to a senior care facility very similar. I almost think that they kind of tried to copy what you guys have, but weren't able to do it. It was in a home out in the same type of area. I had never met you guys at the time. And you know what? It wasn't horrible. It wasn't that bad. It was okay. But the people that owned the business, you could tell they were young and they were trying to open up a senior care facility to make some money. And they just didn't really, I don't think they really knew what they were doing. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even compared to what you guys have. And I drive by there now and actually houses for sale and they're not doing it anymore. And it's a lot more difficult, I think, than people realize. And, when I went out to your guys' place, I just wished I could have turned back the clock 5 years and met you guys prior to when we were going through that. Because, it's unbelievable. The things that you guys do for your guests, for your, not guests, but residents. They have, you've guys, the 4th of July parties, the outings you guys take them on, the 24-hour care, the unbelievable stuff that I'll let you guys talk about. Having a EMT and a firefighter on staff with Jeff full-time. Jenny's experience, just unbelievable experience in this industry, working with people in the dental industry prior to this. But anyways, I don't want to go on and on. All I want to let you know is these guys have their stuff together. It's pretty cool. They've got 3 homes out in this Auburn kind of Enumclaw, out in the country area. And for, I believe, 8 years, you've been running Cherished Acres. So it's Cherished Acres residential senior care facility. So tell me, Jenny, what is a residential senior care?
Well, some people call it an adult family home, and we just love our residents like they're our grandparents and family.
And that's kind of what I've seen, and I've seen some of the testimonials you guys have. These guys get, how many cards, just literally cards of the daughters or sons or grandsons of people sent you guys over the years? It's just unbelievable amounts.
Well, it's funny you asked. I just, was kind of looking back a couple weeks ago, and we have taken care of 60 residents in the last 8 years. I still have very close relationships with the families. We have an on-site dental clinic that we've just started this last year, and a hair salon, and it's helpful having my husband Jeff as an EMT firefighter because he's very, very calm, and they seem to really love him. So we do have an awful lot of fun. It's much more like family. Jeff and I live right next door. We are very involved. We have at least a third or more of ours have no children, so we're really it for them.
We celebrate all birthdays, all holidays with them, too.
Really?
Yes, we do, and they love it. Some of the residents we get.
Oh, wow. So even if they go off the campus, or not campus, but off the house, I guess, residents?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll still have, maybe their family will come in the morning and then take them home at night. Uh-huh. But they're very involved in the other residents' lives, too. So they get to be part of it's just a completely different feel, because the difference between being here as opposed to a larger care facility is you can have your quiet time in your bedroom when you want it, but when you want to be out in the living room or the kitchen, it's your home. It's a home-like atmosphere. We have a garden, big walking paths. It's just a lot of fun.
And you get more one-on-one care in the adult family home.
Right. How many people are in each home typically?
Average is 6 per home, and we have 2 caregivers besides 2 administrative staff, Jeff and I, volunteers. I mean, we have, before I left today, I think I saw 3 caregivers in one home. One lady was having a spa foot soak, and another person thought that they were working, getting ready for Thanksgiving. They were, starting to cut out leaves and decorations, and we just have a really great atmosphere for seniors.
Very cool. Very cool. So tell me a little bit, how nervous are people when it's like their loved one, I guess, that's taking that person that they think is ready or they don't know, and what's it like when they first come to you guys?
There's all different types of circumstances that might bring someone to us. And it's unfortunate when people are desperate, when they've waited too long and now an emergency has hit and they're like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Some people come to us because they've had a stroke and then they've gone to rehab, and now they're thinking, it's not safe for me to be home alone. I really need to look into this. And they're terrified. So some of them are just, it's hard for the families. It's hard for the senior. And the best circumstance is when you can plan ahead and, make choices for your future.
Right.
And when we give them the tours, Jenny and I give tours, we encourage them to go to other houses, find out what's out there, and come back to us. I guarantee you're going to come back to us.
Yeah.
And what we have created is that adult family home checklist on our website that you can download for free. It's about approximately 4 pages if you go to cherishedacresestates.com. And it's just a great kind of thing to look for in these homes that you might not think of if you wait till the last moment. If you're in that desperate mode of, I waited too long.
Because so many people do not know what adult family home is. They know what nursing homes are, but not what an adult family home is.
And a lot of people think it's the same thing probably. They don't even know.
Right.
Correct.
And everyone has the different levels of care. We have an RN on staff. We do have Jeff, that's the EMT. I'm a dental hygienist. We have a huge staff. And, there are a lot of different types of facilities, the assisted living, the nursing home.
So tell me that for those people that don't know, what's the difference between a nursing home, assisted living, and a senior care or an adult family home, which you guys have?
An assisted living facility is where you can get yourself pretty much down to the dining hall. You're taking care of yourself in your own private room. And then once you get into a nursing home, that's where most often you're in a shared room, a large facility, sometimes 100, 200 residents. And your choices are really taken away from you because you can be in a room with someone who is not compatible with what you're thinking, and maybe they're up all night long and you're not. Whereas an adult family home, ours have all private rooms. Some have their own private bathrooms. We try to place people in the same home that they're comfortable with. So you wouldn't want to be in a home where maybe 5 of the residents have dementia and you've had a stroke and mentally you're totally fine.
Right. And you've got Jeff out there riding the tractor once in a while, too?
Yes.
Taking care of things?
Oh, definitely. I do a little bit of everything.
How many acres do you guys have with the 3 homes?
Now we just 25 acres now.
25 acres. Wow. So we're talking 25 acres and not 200 residents. We're talking 25 acres and a limit of 18?
18 residents.
18. So a little bit different than your average senior care facility or nursing home. It seems like you never have an opening. You know what I mean? Is that true?
Mm-hmm. We tend to not have them very often, but we do get openings, and we just, with the gardens and the grounds, people tend to, they like being there so much that even at the holidays, they would prefer to stay with us for Christmas and Thanksgiving. They just get really, they get really comfortable in their home.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so tell me if I'm out there looking for a home for my loved one, what's the biggest thing I should be looking for if in a home? So, what's some of the things I should be kind of looking out for, and just to be careful of?
How do the caregivers interact with the residents? Are the residents happy? And if you're looking for your mother or father, do you think that they would fit in with the residents that are there? I've had a few instances over the last couple of months where I've just had to tell the family, I'm sorry. I just don't think that we're a good fit for you, because I know the residents that I have, and this is a huge decision, and you don't want to just jump into something. And so you really want to look for everything from, is it clean? Is it well kept? Do they smoke? Do the other residents smoke? Ours is a full non-smoking facility. Gotcha. Do they take pets? Do they get a private room? Is everything from the heating, and that checklist has everything on that if you go to our website.
Okay, we're going to take a break right now, but when we come back, we're going to spend a couple more minutes with you guys, and we're going to maybe go over what's on that checklist and some of the things that really people should be looking out for when it comes to finding a senior care facility. I know you guys do a really good job with that. You help people out, whether because a lot of times you don't have space for them, and you want people to be educated, so when they do come back, they're ready to come back. So I know there's a lot of questions that people have about. They want to know, what kind of place they're going to be taking their loved one to. So we're going to get into those details a little bit more, so people really know what to look for when we come back.